Diary of Eliza Thornfield, January 1st, 1800. Dear Diary, today, I discovered something peculiar while tending to the sheep. Old Mrs. Carver, who lives in the dilapidated house on the hill, was speaking with a strange man cloaked in black. His face was obscured by shadows, but his voice carried a chilling echo. I could not make out their conversation, but the air around them seemed to grow colder. I have heard whispers in the village about her, rumors of witchcraft. Perhaps there is some truth to them after all. January 5th, 1800. Dear Diary, the children in the village are excitedly talking about the upcoming Epiphany Eve. They whisper about the gifts they will receive, not from Saint Nicholas, but from a mysterious figure known as Strega. Some say she is a kind witch who rewards good children with sweets and toys. Others warn of her darker side, claiming she leaves coal and curses for those who misbehave. I am beginning to wonder if Strega is none other than Mrs. Carver herself. January 6, 1800. Dear Diary, tonight is Epiphany Eve. The village is alive with anticipation and fear. I saw Mrs. Carver in the market today, her presence casting a shadow over the festivities. She bought peculiar items, rare herbs, strange trinkets, and a black candle. I followed her discreetly, curious about her intentions. She disappeared into the woods, where the trees seemed to whisper secrets. I dare not follow her any further. January 7, 1800. Dear Diary, the children woke to find gifts at their doors, just as the legends foretold. Little Emma received a beautiful doll, while John found a wooden horse. But not all was so fortunate. Thomas, who is known for his mischief, found a lump of coal and a cryptic note written in an ancient language. Mrs. Carver was nowhere to be seen this morning. The villagers are whispering again, their fear palpable. January 10, 1800. Dear Diary, I decided to confront Mrs. Carver. My curiosity has become unbearable, and I must know the truth. I went to her house on the hill, my heart pounding in my chest. She greeted me with a knowing smile, as if she had been expecting me. Her house was filled with strange artifacts and the smell of burning herbs. She admitted to being Strega, the witch who delivers gifts on Epiphany Eve. She said it was her way of maintaining balance, rewarding the good and punishing the wicked. January 13, 1800. Dear Diary, I cannot shake the feeling that I am being watched. Ever since my visit to Mrs. Carver, strange things have been happening. My sheep are restless, and I hear whispers in the wind at night. Mrs. Carver warned me not to speak of our conversation, but I feel compelled to write it down. The villagers must know the truth, even if it puts me in danger. January 20th, 1800. Dear Diary, the village is in turmoil. Mrs. Carver has vanished, and strange occurrences are escalating. Children report hearing her voice in the night, and some have fallen ill with mysterious ailments. I fear I have unleashed something terrible by confronting her. I must find a way to stop this before it consumes us all. January 25th, 1800. Dear Diary, I sought the help of Father Matthias, the village priest. He is a learned man and may know how to break the curse. Together, we searched Mrs. Carver's house, finding a hidden room filled with dark tomes and strange symbols. Father Matthias performed a cleansing ritual, but I am not sure it was enough. The air still feels heavy, and the whispers persist. January 30th, 1800. Dear Diary, Father Matthias has fallen ill. He believes the curse is too powerful and that only Mrs. Carver can undo it. But she is nowhere to be found. The villagers are growing desperate, and some have started to blame me for their misfortune. I must find a way to bring Mrs. Carver back, even if it means delving deeper into the darkness. February 1st, 1800. Dear Diary, I have decided to venture into the woods where Mrs. Carver disappeared. Armed with nothing but a lantern and a prayer, I hope to find her and plead for her mercy. If I do not return, let this diary be a record of the strange events that have befallen our village. May future generations learn from our mistakes and approach the unknown with caution. February 2nd, 1800. Dear Diary, I have found her. Mrs. Carver was waiting for me in a clearing deep within the woods, surrounded by ancient trees and eerie silence. She agreed to lift the curse, but warned me that there would be a price. I do not know what she meant, but I had no choice but to accept. The village must be saved. February 3rd, 1800. Dear Diary, the curse has been lifted. The children are no longer ill, and the strange occurrences have ceased. But I feel a heavy weight upon my soul. Mrs. Carver's words haunt me. There is always a price. I do not know what I have sacrificed, but I fear it will reveal itself in time. For now, the village is safe, and that is all that matters. February 10th, 1800. Dear Diary, I have been having strange dreams, visions of a dark future. The villagers treat me with suspicion, and I feel isolated. Mrs. Carver's presence lingers in the shadows, a constant reminder of the pact I made. I fear the price of our salvation will be greater than I can bear. Only time will tell if we have truly escaped the witch's grasp. February 20th, 1800. Dear Diary, the dreams have grown more vivid and terrifying. I see visions of children crying out in the night, shadows creeping into their homes. Mrs. Carver's laughter echoes in my mind. I fear I have only delayed the inevitable. The villagers look to me for answers, but I have none. I can only hope that our story serves as a warning to others. Be wary of the gifts of the witch. They come with a heavy price. March 1st, 1800. Dear Diary, I can no longer stay in the village. The whispers have returned, and the villagers' distrust has turned to hostility. I must leave before they turn on me completely. I will take this diary with me, a record of the events that transpired. Perhaps in my travels, I will find a way to undo the damage I have caused. Until then, I can only pray for the souls of the village I left behind. Farewell, dear diary. May we find peace in the end.